Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So from overpriced razors to the must-have serums of the season, we're often bombarded by these marketing teams on all these products that are specifically targeted for women. And yes, guys still have to pay an awful lot in this day and age just to live their life, but I often find that women have to pay so much more. Whether it's beauty or lifestyle expectations or just basic product like a razor, they can often be 3 or 5 times the price of the men's razors, even if they're the exact same components to build it up. So I want to chat about the 10 ways in which women specifically can save money in their daily life and not actually lose money out to these marketing teams. First one is the pink tax awareness check. So as I said at the start, I recently went into Boots and I just needed a basic razor. And when I found the Gillette brand for women, it was £13 for one razor. And then I thought, I wonder how much the men's razors are in the next aisle. So I walked around and the same sort of razor was £5.60. It had the same amount of razor blades, the same product, the same brand, it was even Gillette. And it just made me think, what the hell am I paying that extra money for? And the only difference was that the ladies' one had a purple handle and the guys' one had a blue handle. Literally as basic as that. So the next time you do your daily shop or just need basic things like razors, there are things that are targeted to women that make our hair better. Maybe I should get some of that, right? But even things like multivitamins, there are some in Boots and Superdrug that are specifically for women's hair and nail growth. However, if you look at the back and the ingredients and the vitamins that are in these, you can get a cheaper Boots own brand that it's not specifically targeted for women at half the price. Same thing with deodorants. I only buy men's deodorants now and they come in all different flavors, so I'm not going around smelling like a man or anything, right? But I genuinely save money by doing that. And even if it's just £1 here and £2 there for deodorant, it's more the principle of, hey, I shouldn't have to pay extra for like a flower branding and I can just buy the more basic deodorant and it still does the exact same thing. So number 2 is the scarcity effect of beauty brands. So companies often create urgency around brands, whether it's a new product or a limited edition or a must-have seasonal trend, right? This is often blasted to us in social media or even websites that we just like to go on and just have a browse. Often on the top banners of websites, they will try and promote the newest thing. So you really have to stop the next time you're just browsing aimlessly on the internet. Like, do you need that brand new limited edition serum that's going to cost you £40? Is it actually going to do you justice to your skin? And you really have to step back and try not to get too dazzled by these marketing techniques. So number 3 is the halo effect of luxury brands. And I have to say, and put my hands up to this, that I definitely fell into this category a few years ago. There's this beautiful shop in the UK and in Ireland and in a few other places in the world, right, called Space NK. Have you heard of it? I used to spend literally hundreds in there on creams and serums and hoping that it would improve my skin somewhat. And actually one day I just decided, hey, this is ridiculous. I'm spending so much money on these things and I'm not even seeing an improvement. And I stripped everything back and only bought one cream, which was a French cream called Bioderma. It literally cost me, I think, £12 for a cream this size that lasts me like a few months, right? But honestly, that's all I've been using and my skin has improved massively. So I would really not fall into this trap of only buying luxury brands for your skin and having like a 10-step routine, because actually it was making my skin worse. Number 4 is subscription trap avoidance. So if you're currently paying for fashion trends or maybe even a beauty subscription, there's lots out there, right? If you feel like you've already been paying £20 a month, so you might as well just keep paying it. You have to step back and ask yourself, is this money actually worth it? Do I need a new bra every month? I saw a bra subscription service and I was like, who the hell needs a new bra every month? Like, that's crazy, right? Yes, it's a nice idea, and if we were all rich, that would be lovely, right? But we're not, and we're losing out on loads of money here just because something looks pretty or idyllic. So the best thing to do there is, if you're not using, just cancel those subscriptions and put that money into your savings pot, an emergency fund, or for your future self. So number 5 is the anchoring effect in pricing. So some retailers put a really high price on the original price and then they put a massive discount like 50% off or 70% off as a tactic to make it look like it's a great deal. So you do have to pause and ask yourself, hey, if I was originally going to pay £40 for this item but now it's £20, would I have ever bought it in the first place? Do you actually need that item that you're going to fork out money for? So if you were never going to buy it at full price in the first place, you probably shouldn't buy it at the discounted price either, because you feel like you're just jumping on and getting a deal and you don't want to lose out. But actually, you should really question if you need it at all. The next tip is social proof beauty product overload. If you ever open up TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube Shorts, you can find influencers there that are using $100 face cream and because you think that they look great, you might fall into the trap of buying that product. But oftentimes they don't even pay for it. They are just doing a promotion, or it's an advertisement, or they got the product for free. So you really have to check unbiased reviews before forking out loads of money on these things that seemingly are amazing. Number 7 is the emotional spending trap. So women in particular are renowned for spending money when they feel stressed or really emotional. It can be everything from spending money on snacks when you're going down the grocery aisle and you're just in a bad mood, on your period, etc. Or even things like buying dresses or jumpers or cute things on the internet because we just want a little bit of a boost of joy, and that's okay every now and again. But when it's a constant loop that you feel like you're falling into, whether it's every month that you're on your period or every time you're really stressed with your boss, you go on the internet and buy something cute for yourself, you really have to pause, because this is doing you a massive disservice and you may not be able to save a lot of money because you're wasting money there on frivolous things you don't need. So instead, the next time you feel really stressed out, how about have a lovely hot bath for yourself? How about watch a lovely movie? Go for a walk, maybe do some journaling. Get out that energy in another way rather than spending it on your credit card. So number 8 is keeping up with the aesthetic pressures. Now, as I said before, I'm nearly 34, right? And in my 20s, I probably fell into this one more than what I do now. Now, I honestly really don't care what I look like half the time, which is probably a bit bad, right? But if you ever feel like there's pressure to have your nails done, to have the most up-to-date haircut, to have lovely blonde highlights in your hair, yes, if you have the money, go for it, girl, make yourself look amazing, right? But you can still look amazing in other ways and not have to fork out hundreds, if not thousands every year on these sorts of things. So yes, go get your nails done if this is what you love to do and you have money to do it, but don't get your nails done if you feel like you're only doing it to please other people and your nails are actually just horrible knobs now and they're really soft because of the amount of shellac nails that you've done. I've been there, right? So always ask yourself in these situations, am I only doing this for social validation, or do I actually enjoy and like doing these things? Number 9 is dupes over designer mentality. Now, I am not one for big ass, designer brands, even though every time I walk to work, to my office, I pass Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, because I'm in a really fancy part of town. And I often see loads of people going in there and forking out thousands of pounds on handbags and lovely clothes, let's admit. But if you need an item, maybe find a dupe instead. There's loads of threads on like Reddit or even YouTube where there's channels on dupe, and you can find a certain coat that was £1,000 from a designer, but there's a dupe for like £50. And if you really love something, of course, put it on your wish list. Understand from your budget, hey, what can I afford? And if there's something you really want to do and spend £50 on a coat, go for it, girl, okay? Number 10 is the power of unbranding your life. So designer clothes and designer brands doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. So why don't you just try and get rid of the branded clothes that you don't wear, sell it on Depop or eBay, and that money there that you've gained to put into a savings pot? How about try going brand free for the next 3 months? So if you need items, maybe step away from brands and understand more the material rather than the name that's on the lapel. So which of these 10 points do you think would make the biggest difference to you guys? And if you know of any other female only products that are marketed out there that are so much more expensive than the male counterparts, let me know down below in the comments, because I think there's so many examples of this that it's hard to even keep track. So if you've come across one recently, let me know down below. Thanks guys, I tend to post 2 videos a week and I'll pop the most recent one here, which I think will help you on your wealth journey. Let me know down below if you've any other video ideas. I'll be happy to answer them and maybe do a video specifically on that in the future. But thanks guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye!